Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your home for in-depth political analysis, local insights, and everything you need to know about South African current affairs. Today, we are diving into a major political development, the recent by-election results across South Africa, which are not just statistics, they're signals. Signals of a country that is shifting politically, waking up to new possibilities, and questioning old loyalties ahead of the pivotal 2024 general elections. By-elections are often overlooked, but they offer a clear glimpse into voter sentiment at a grassroots level. They help us understand how ordinary South Africans are feeling about their leaders, their parties, and the state of the country. And judging from these recent results, the political landscape is evolving fast. Let's start in Johannesburg, Gauteng, one of South Africa's most politically contested provinces. In Ward 99, the Patriotic Alliance delivered a crushing performance, winning 98% of the vote. The ANC? A mere 2%. That's not just a win, it's a message. Urban voters, particularly in metro areas like Joburg, seem to be growing more frustrated with the ANC's leadership. Service delivery issues, electricity woes, corruption scandals, and economic stagnation have likely played a role in this significant shift. The DA's dominance here shows the increasing traction in urban areas, especially among middle-class and frustrated working-class communities. Now, shifting to KwaZulu-Natal, one of the ANC's traditional heartlands, where we are witnessing some fascinating developments. In Ward 28 of KwaZulu-Natal, a new power is rising. The uMkhonto weSizwe, MK, party, associated with former President Jacob Zuma, clinched 62% of the vote. The ANC came second with 35%, while IFP and EFF trailed far behind with 2% and 1% respectively. This result isn't just about local governance, it's symbolic. MK's strong performance reveals a deep dissatisfaction with the ANC among its own former support base, especially in KZN, where Zuma remains a deeply influential figure. MK is managing to tap into that sentiment, capitalizing on a legacy of liberation nostalgia while offering itself as a home for disillusioned ANC supporters. Still in KZN, Ward 12 in uMkhonto presented a more tightly contested race. The ANC led with 40%, followed closely by MK at 31% and the IFP at 27%. The EFF and NAPF managed only 1% each. This close result shows how fragmented the vote has become and how traditional dominance is being eroded. Voters are clearly exploring alternatives, even in regions that have historically been party strongholds. In the Eastern Cape, a different picture is emerging. In Ward 13 of the Chris Hani district, the ANC still reigns supreme with 83% of the vote. But even here, smaller parties like the African Content Movement, 9%, the EFF, 6%, and the UDM, 2%, are beginning to make minor inroads. While the ANC continues to enjoy loyalty in many rural areas, cracks are forming. The party might be holding ground, but that ground is slowly shifting. Back in Gauteng, Ward 82 in Johannesburg gave us one of the most interesting results, perhaps the most telling. The Patriotic Alliance, PA, led by Gauteng Mackenzie, won 42% of the vote. The African Christian Democratic Party, ACDP, came in second with 20%, followed by the DA at 15% and the ANC at just 12%. Smaller players like LJMR, CCC, AIC, and EFF picked up the rest. This ward reflects what we might call the hyperfragmentation of urban politics. No single party dominates anymore, voters are diversifying, aligning with issue-specific or community-based parties. The PA's success here underscores its growing appeal among colored and working-class communities, particularly those who feel left out of the mainstream political conversation. It's also a sign that populist messaging, community-first policies, and grassroots mobilization are beginning to take hold. And lastly, let's take a look at Ward 9 in Vemby, Limpopo. Here, the ANC managed to retain its dominance with 66% of the vote. However, the DA made a notable impact with 30%, while MK scored 4% and APC less than 1%. Even in provinces like Limpopo, where the ANC has traditionally enjoyed overwhelming support, opposition parties are making gains, albeit modest ones for now. The DA's growth here is especially important, hinting at the party's strategy to expand beyond its traditional urban base. So, what does all of this mean? These by-election results are a powerful reminder that South Africa's political future is wide open. The ANC is still strong, but it's clearly on shakier ground than in the past. The emergence of MK, the rise of PA, and the steady performance of the DA all point toward a more contested and competitive 2024 election. Voter volatility is the key trend. People are no longer loyal to parties out of tradition or history, they're voting based on lived experience, on power outages, potholes, service delivery, crime, and unemployment. Trust in the political establishment is waning, and new players are stepping up to fill the gap. Whether they can deliver is another story, but the demand for change is unmistakable. It's also worth noting the importance of local governance. These by-elections are about wards, not national offices. Yet the results tell us a lot about what voters care about at the grassroots level. And if political parties aren't listening, 2024 could bring big surprises. So what's your take on all of this? Are you surprised by the results? Do you think South Africa is heading toward a political shake-up in 2024? Let us know in the comments below, we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this analysis valuable, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our updates. We've got more deep dives and exclusive coverage coming your way. Thanks for watching, stay informed, and as always, see you next time.